This news update is brought to you by...
It's gonna be a big blue summer.
The Big Blue Summer Celebration with Flow is here. Make yours unforgettable. Sign up for big bundle savings. Build your essential bundle and save big money. Blow out the candles on Barbados' 50th and Flow's first Big Blue birthday celebration. To win big prizes including $10,000 in cash. Big-time sports coverage at home or on the go with Flow TV, like the Olympic Games in Rio and the new home of Premier League football. Watch it all with big data and big style on the fastest 4G network. The world's biggest sporting events this summer are all on Flow. The Big Blue Summer Celebration is here, and Flow is your official partner. This is how we flow.
It's gonna be a big blue summer. Get ready to go. This is how we flow. We wear them baby blue for the summer. Get ready to go. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today Evening News Update for Wednesday, July 13th. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. Individual producers of electricity from renewable energy sources can now sell more power to the Barbados Light and Power Company under the Renewable Energy Rider Program. The Fair Trading Commission announced the decision today and also said it has set a fixed temporary rate for the power, a call which businessman Ralph Busy Williams has been advocating for. The FTC increased the capacity limit to 500 kilowatts, up from 150, and set a temporary RER credit at 0.416 cents per kilowatt hour for power from photovoltaics. The rate for power from wind is 0.135. That should be 0.315 cents. The utility regulator says the decision was taken after careful review and discussions with stakeholders between April 22nd and May 13 this year. Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite tells the island's lawyers that his office is not responsible for the appointment of magistrates. The Bar Association has appealed to government to appoint replacements for Justice Pamela Beckles, who was elevated to the Supreme Court earlier this year. The Bar says Justice Beckles' departure from the Magistrates' Court has left a crippling void in the judicial system. Brathwaite addressed the matter in Parliament yesterday.
I do not wish the public of Barbados to believe that the Office of the Attorney General or the Attorney General is responsible for the appointment of any magistrates or the assignment of magistrates to any courts. Like you, I would have been concerned about the fact that a magistrate was not assigned to the Oysters Court. I am aware that it either has been addressed or is being addressed. I was told why there was an issue, but that's a matter for the Judicial and Legal Service Commission. It's not a matter for the Attorney General. In other words, it's not within my power. I do not assign magistrates, nor do I move the magistrates elsewhere.
The man accused of severing the arm of 51-year-old Delroy Scarlett of Story Gap earlier this week has been remanded to prison until next month. Elton Da Costa Watson of Lewis Gap, Green Hill, St. Michael, appeared in court this morning charged with serious bodily harm. He is due back in court on August 10. Scarlett, meanwhile, remains a patient at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, where he's being treated for the wounds. Still in the courts, a 60-year-old man has been slapped with several burglary and drugs-related charges. Cecil Orlando Harvey was due in the District A Magistrates Court today, charged with 9 counts of burglary, 2 counts of possession of cocaine, trafficking, possession with intent to supply, and possession of apparatus. The offences occurred between May and July this year. Police say electronic equipment, including mobile phones, tablets, and headphones, were stolen, and the court's store at Sheraton Mall was one of the establishments burgled sometime between June 29 and 30th. Sport now, 12 athletes will represent Barbados at next month's Olympic Games in Rio. They will compete in track and field, swimming, shooting, tennis, and triathlon. Chef de mission, Dr. Adrian Lord, announced the team this morning. Dr. Lord told a press conference that this is the first time that Barbados is sending a diverse team of athletes to an Olympics Games.
The team is track and field. Tia Adana Bell in 400 meters hurdles. Sarah Williams in 200 and 400 meters. Kerry Beckles in 100 hurdles, that's women. Akila Jones in the high jump and the heptathlon. And the three males, Levi Cadogan, 200 meters. Ramon Gittins, 100 meters. Burkhart Ellis, 200 meters. Ramon Gittins will also be doing the 100 and the 200 meters. That's track and field. In shooting, Michael Maskell will be doing the skeet. In swimming, we have Lani Cabrera, 400 meters freestyle, and Alex Sobers, freestyle, 400 meters as well.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hey, I'm Red Plastic Bag, mentor of the Barbados Today Crop Over Champion Competition. What I like about this competition is the fact that it gives you, the public, a voice in 3 major competitions for crop over: Pickety Crop, Junior Monarch, and Soca Royale. Go to Barbados Today's Facebook page, click on the tab for the competition you want to vote for, then hit vote on your favorite video. It's as simple as that. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Special thanks to our sponsors, Flow, Capital Media HD, CGI, the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and the NCF.
We're back now with news from the region. The leader of Grenada's main opposition, National Democratic Congress, Nazim Burke, says he will not support legislation to reform the existing constitution ahead of a referendum scheduled for later this year. Parliament passed the legislation last month to allow the island to replace the British Privy Council with a Trinidad-based Caribbean Court of Justice as its final court. The measures are scheduled to go before the public in a national referendum. No date has been set for the vote, but it is expected to be held before year-end. On the international scene, a change of the guard in Britain. The former Home Secretary Theresa May today became the country's second female Prime Minister, taking over from David Cameron, who stepped down earlier today. In an address outside of number 10 Downing Street, May began by paying tribute to her predecessor.
In David Cameron, I follow in the footsteps of a great modern Prime Minister. Under David's leadership, the government stabilised the economy, reduced the budget deficit, and helped more people into work than ever before. But David's true legacy is not about the economy, but about social justice. From the introduction of same-sex marriage to taking people on low wages out of income tax altogether, David Cameron has led a one-nation government, and it is in that spirit that I also plan to lead. Because not everybody knows this, but the full title of my party is the Conservative and Unionist Party. And that word unionist is very important to me.
May also pledged to lead a one-nation government that works for all, not just for the privileged few.
If you're from an ordinary working-class family, life is much harder than many people in Westminster realise. You have a job, but you don't always have job security. You have your own home, but you worry about paying the mortgage. You can just about manage, but you worry about the cost of living and getting your kids into a good school. If you're one of those families, if you're just managing, I want to address you directly. I know you're working around the clock. I know you're doing your best, and I know that sometimes life can be a struggle. The government I lead will be driven not by the interests of the privileged few, but by yours. We will do everything we can to give you more control over your lives.
Meanwhile, Boris Johnson, the former contender for the post, is now the UK's new Foreign Secretary. And that's the news this evening. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Or you could tune in to Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good evening.